What's up, my man?
Get that nasty tray out of here.
Yes, please, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
Whenever they leave it like that, just put it on top of your trash, and when I see it, I'll grab it.
All right, my man. Thank you. Oh.
Joy loved her hometown so much that she forced.
Cheers, Frank. Sorry about that. Didn't know it was up and running. I apologize. Oh, mama. What's up, everybody? How's y'all doing? Super Bob. Warrior, brother. Warrior strong. Warrior. What's up? Hey, mama. How you doing?
Hello. Cheers. Hello, sorry about that. Tino was up and running. I apologize.
Never say a lie. I waited for a while.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Amen. You know that, Bob. I started my chemo.
Trying to be bored here.
I'm up live if you want to come over. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. How's everybody doing?
Watching the bees die.
Tell Full Throttle I said, what's up?
Die.
Tell the kids I said hello.
Trying to be a plane killer. Actually, working out really hard. Really hard to kill me.
Looks good.
Cheers on the handful of 120.
Same floor as before. But I'm in 94. Bed 94. Lunar. Sorry, Munder. Munder. So, peoples, how y'all doing? After the medication, this. Yeah, they gave me, hey, Full Throttle, what's up, brother? Bob, they gave me some stuff. They've been giving me all kinds of stuff, my kidneys, my liver, my mouth, you know. I got no taste. There's one thing when they inject it in me, I could taste it. Looks like fucking sour milk. To be honest with you, they put it through the IV. Full throttle. Good to see you, brother. Sending love, prayers, and best wishes. Hell yeah. Thank you, everybody. Today's day 2 of chemo. Start that around 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I did good on the first round, no sickness. Knock on wood, everybody.
What the hell's this?
Same building, floor 10. Yes. Bed 94. That's my brother coming up. Bring me up some Italian sausage with provolone cheese. Oh, I can't wait. From one of my favorite restaurants. I have a plumber coming over today. Okay, full throttle. Let's go. Bob. That was my chemo. Yeah, and French fried. And S5U. Fire. You got this? You got this. Boom. Hell yeah, Bob. Nothing. Let me repeat. Nothing's going to take me down. I might get sick. This cancer, we're going to kick its ass. 100%. You can count on that. Just keep positive. That's all. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Fungus. Yanni. Good morning, Yanni. Well, good afternoon to you. How you been? Perfect attitude is to bring edibles to. No, with this program that I'm with doing Till's program, there's not enough studies for it to be with the cannabis. So I'm gonna lay low for a couple months. When I get out of here after 30 days, balls to the wall, brother. Balls to the wall. Hell yeah. I'm awake. I got it. I slept pretty good last night. May have been in my chair, but I slept pretty good. I'm not falling asleep now. My brother's coming up. I can't wait. Well, my best friend. I call him my brother. This is I wonder why. That's crazy. Okay, we won't do that. Hi, Sarah.
Those fluids, okay?
What, chemo or
Not the chemo yet, this is just like the pre-fluids.
pre? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
like yesterday.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Like saline.
all right. I'm on live here with some friends of mine. I'm on live with some friends of mine.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know. No, it's fine. Do whatever you gotta do. I just want to let you know because some people don't like to be on camera. Or
Oh, I
something.
don't care.
All right.
I appreciate
We're just shooting the shit.
it. I love
Yeah. Mhm. The nurse is here, named Sarah. Yeah. You got it, Super Bob. I'll talk to you later, brother. Warrior strong, bro. Warrior strong. Alchemos, what's up? I went up for you quick company. I like that, Alchemos. Thank you. We going back to this IV, right?
Yes.
The pink one.
Yeah. Is it just, do you have just two, right?
I have
Pink and
a
white?
pink and white, yeah.
All right.
I did a urine again too, by the way.
Okay, I'll grab that, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder why. I wonder why I can't hear my phone. It's on vibrate.
All righty. I'm actually gonna use this white one instead.
Um, Hold on, guys. Guys and girls, I should say. Ladies and gents.
All right.
All set? What?
Do you want me to unplug it from the wall or leave it there?
That's cool for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sweet. Enjoy your call.
I will. I'll enjoy a good time. Send my love Maria too. Oh, I will, yeah. I mean, I tell her all the time. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna take my picture down for a second. I'm gonna eat something real quick. I'm still here. You know? Oh. Thanks. Ketchup,
That's fine, yeah. You done?
please, if you would, please.
How many packets?
Like 3 or 4 would be fine. Thank you. Maybe a little bit on my eggs.
I like that about it too. Not everyone does.
No,
But I
I,
agree with you. All
yeah.
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's up, Alchemo? Bon appetit. Yeah. I gotta get some food in me before all this medication starts up. You know what I'm saying? I got French toast and scrambled eggs. Not bad. Not a bad spread. There we go. Come to breakfast. Not bad. Not a bad breakfast. But I'm still here. Akamo says, bon appetit. Thank you.
Bon appetit. There
Bon
you go.
appetit. Thank you.
You got it.
Appreciate it. Can I cut this? The white all okay. Let's eat a little bit. So how's everybody been doing? Don't mind me. How's everybody been doing? I'm doing great. Everybody's puffing away. Akamos is puffing, smoking a joint. Mm-hmm. Not bad eggs. French toast. Not bad at all. Not bad. Working hard every night, relaxing now. Good to see you in the great spirits. Alchemos, I have to be. I gotta stay in these spirits, or otherwise this Kent will take me down. And that sure as hell ain't gonna happen. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? Mm-hmm. That's right, Alchemos. You are absolutely right. surprised. I worked in a warehouse. I did roofing, and I was a manager over at Harvey Industries, window company, and I was a manager in the warehouse. And driving forklifts was my thing, man. I loved it. I love driving forklifts. You mean you, sir? No, sir. Alrighty then. I think I had some over here. No? I think I got it over here. Oh, syrup. Yeah, syrup with French toast. Huh. Thought I had one. Oh well. Bon appetit to the PPP. Hello. Well, eating breakfast. Yeah, I know, huh? Back in there. What's up, Nancy? How you doing? This thing drives me crazy. There we go. A little better. Bon appetit. Hey, Tools, what's up? Where's my man Frank? Huh? I just ate some scrambled eggs with some ketchup. A little bit of ketchup. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, Yanni, you still here? Oh, I filled my belly. They gave me a lot of scrambled eggs. Rolling some sativa. You go, Nancy. Frank's doing it live. Yeah, I know. Thought it was coming over. Save this milk. Save the orange juice. La, 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 la. That's all Mass General over there. It's all part of Mass General Hospital, that building behind me. Oh, look how high they go. All Mass General, it's the old one. Over to your left, so right, wherever part of the screen you're on. It's all Mass General Hospital right there. It's fucking huge. We're the 6th highest hospital in the world, number 6. I got tons of shit to do today. My kid's flying in from New York City. Oh, sweet. You gonna go get him? Yeah, very cool. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? We went full throttle. Is he still in the house, man? Fools and tools, all right. Oh. Okay. I gotta go urinate. Hold on a minute. Let me mute this. We're back. We're bad, motherfuckers. Oh yeah. I see Superman. We got a new view of people. Yeah. Really, Nancy? You like Boston? fucking fast. There's too many people beeping their horns. As soon as the light turns green, you better get going, because if you don't, you got 6 people beeping on your ass. It's crazy. And then the pedestrians, holy shit. You love that? It's crazy. I like walking so I could see shit. It's all historical shit here. You know? We're a big city. It's got the most class in history. Yes, it does. I agree there. I totally agree. We went on a tour bus beginning of the week. I think it was Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. Monday, I think it was. It's all history. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. All cities are the same except for Boston. Excuse me. I've been to New York, but I've never been downtown. Never. I'm sure it's way worse than Boston. Oh, we're right around the corner from the T-shirt. A replica of the T-shirt. Yeah, right around the corner. The Boston Tea Party. The T-shirt. Yep. We want to go there. After I get out of here, I gotta spend 30 days at the hotel close by here at the hospital because they want to monitor me, and that's one of our trips. It's a tea party. Oh, fun! Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to check it out. I don't really know Boston that well. Oh, they got so much historical stuff, Nancy. If you're into that, you will love Boston, which you always say you do. Hmm. out to sea. We went out to um, we took a ferry out to one of the islands in Boston, which I never knew. I'm not a history person, but I got like a couple different islands. This one we could go on. Monday is Monday, yeah. Yeah. Yachty! I don't see Frank live. Uh, hopefully he comes over. Ugh. Mhm. Whew. Warm here. Can't see without my glasses. What's up, Mark? Welcome, Mark. You're welcome here anytime, brother. Hey, brother Bone. How you doing? I'm doing good. Just chilling. Talking to all my friends. Yes, sir. Cheers, everybody. What we all smoking. I can't wait to go back to smoking. What are you rolling? Oh, I forget what you White Widow? No. Yeah, I mean, I forget what you're rolling. Boo. I have about 8 different strands. Trying to switch my room to a nice scenery room, but Oops. And several. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm back. It's fucking warm in there. Okay. Bathroom calls again. They give me this medicine that makes me urinate. I'll be right back. Howdy. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Norbert.
Norwood?
Norbert.
Norbert.
Yeah,
Okay.
from the spiritual care, yes. See a nice sign there.
True. Warrior strong.
And what makes you to be a warrior? Attitude. Is
Not
it
my attitude, my
towards the illness or
That was the priest. I don't need a priest. Sorry, guys. That was a priest that just popped in. I'm not spiritual, dude. That's what I said. I'm not spiritual. I don't know what to say to him. Get Missy. Yeah. What's up, Big Mo? What's happening? What's up, people? How we all doing? Skip Nicely. What up, Big Mo? We got Big Mo in the house. What's happening, brother? Good to have you here. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Big Mo. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody in here. Appreciate all the prayers, all the positive attitudes. Thank you. Sure, sir. All good. Thank you, bro. I can take the fruit. Thank you, sir. Have a good one. Yes, sir. Okay. Dude, my feet keeps getting stuck in the chair, son of a bitch. Yeah. See, I got everybody back in there. You know? Marky Mark. 840. What's up, brother? Cheers, my man. How you doing? Condos. Seymour. Make up. Oh, I don't have one? I'm sorry. That's probably why nobody's popping up. I'll do it right now. That's probably why nobody's popping up. Mm-hmm. Boop. There we go. There's Mark. Good to be back,
Hey,
Mark.
how you doing?
I've been doing good. It's good to have you back, Mark.
Yeah, man. It's nice to be back. Like, hello, Dolly.
Yeah.
Hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you
Hell
belong.
yeah. Hello, Dolly. Let me pin
Remember
this.
that?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna pin this thing.
Who did
Hold on.
that? Was that the trumpet player? The guy with the big cheeks, the black trumpet player from the back in the day. What was his name? I'm drawing a blank.
It was badass on the trumpet though.
I think he played. I think he did that song. He did a lot of good songs. Can't think of his name.
El Popo.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah,
Help me
yeah.
out. Help me out there, Seymour.
Let me
Seymour.
pin
Thanks,
this link. I'll
Seymour.
be right back. Oh, they're gonna do my weight. There, Johnny. Sorry guys, I didn't pin the link. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, you did that.
It's pinned up top.
Oh no, not at the very
No, I
top.
didn't do
No,
that yet.
no. Yanni, you're muted. Just in case.
Yeah, I'm coming up, but I'm making dinner also. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
sweet
do my
dinner time.
flowers. Flowers for Papa.
I can hear you, Annie.
Did you get those chairs painted?
My stairs.
Yeah. Oh, your steps. You were
Yeah,
painting steps.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not ready yet, but it's coming good.
How you doing? I
I'm
can
proud
come
of
over
my
there.
work.
Right on.
Just give me 1 second.
Are you actually in part of the hospital? Are you there in part of the hospital, Papa?
I'm at the hospital now. Can you guys hold on a minute? They gotta get my weight. Hold on 1 minute.
No
Of course.
problem.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
He's a heavyweight champ.
We'll be here. I really have to go back to my pots and pans.
What was that?
I'm cooking. I'm cooking dinner.
What you cooking?
Potatoes and beans and how do you call it? Tartaartjes? Yeah, I don't know the English word. It's like a hamburger, but it's not, or something.
Oh, like a sausage?
Yeah, but then it looks like it's round. It's round.
Yeah. What are you making? Some type of stew?
No, I cook Dutch.
It's a Dutch meal.
Yeah, we cook a lot of potatoes with vegetables and meat and
Okay.
gravy. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Potatoes and carrots and
Yes,
stuff
yeah,
like
I have
that.
green beans now, but that
Over
uh,
over here we call it a stew, some type of stew when you start putting vegetables with like a roast.
oh
like a
yeah, but
beef
I'm not
roast.
putting it together, eh?
That sounds like a beef stew. Oh, she's having it separate.
Yeah, it's like a beef stew. She says they call it a Dutch dish.
It's what the
Oh,
Dutch
okay.
do. We eat a lot of potatoes with vegetables and meat and gravy. That's what we do.
Do you mix it
Mhm.
all together, Yanni?
No, Papa, no.
No, you eat it separate.
Serve
Okay.
it. Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's really a Dutch thing.
You want help over there? You want?
If you mix it together here, we call it a stew.
Right. We call it a beef stew.
Mhm. Either way, I like it. On the side, all together.
Yeah.
It still goes down the same throat.
Yeah, I like stews too. Yeah. Nancy.
Anybody
How's
see
your day
Keith?
going? How's everybody's day going?
Oh, it's going great, man. I got my new lawnmower put together.
Oh,
And,
sweet.
yeah, the other one's motor burnt out after a few years. And
Yeah. Okay.
so I went and bought a cheapie and see how this piece of crap works.
As long
Yeah.
as it cuts the grass, you're golden.
I don't even know why they bother with directions in these manuals. It's like they put it in the smallest writing, and then you can't see the shit, even with the flashlight and reading glasses. You still can't see the crap. And
Really?
none of it's like clear of what's this, what do you put here, what are you using this? So it's I'm like, okay, I'll just do it myself and figure it out. I'm mechanically inclined. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I
you
put
seem
I put the manual away and just start putting shit together myself. That it made sense, I mean, yeah, it's a cheap ass mower. I don't see it lasting very long. It was
Same.
only about I don't have that much grass to cut. Just the small patches in the back. I got well, the pool takes up half the yard just about, and the front yard's artificial turf.
Is it?
So, yeah, I don't even fuck with the front and sides. It's all artificial turf. It's like Kentucky bluegrass green year round. I do have to get out there with the blower and blow all the fucking leaves and twigs and stuff that falls out of the tree. Got a nice shade tree out front.
Oh
What's up?
no. Nancy has 27 minutes to get high. Cheers.
Hey,
Oh,
what up, big boy? Welcome, welcome.
what's cracking?
Guys up to? Yeah, I came to smoke a joint. See how you guys are doing.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Oh yeah, man, cool.
Mhm. How you feeling, Papa?
You know what? 8:40. I feel fucking great.
That's great,
That's
man.
good. That's what's
The
up.
That's great.
the chemo I had yesterday, and they're gonna start another one today.
That's
Knock on
pretty
wood.
good. And you went through chemo and you're still feeling great. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Cheers, Nancy. How you doing?
Nancy in the house. What's up, Nancy? We got my brother coming up, bringing me some Italian sausages.
Berry.
No, my
Yeah.
brother. My
Oh.
brother.
Yeah, my
Johnny.
mom and dad like cabbage too, Nancy.
Mm.
I think our parents back in the day, they were cabbage eaters. A lot of them. It seemed like, my dad and mom ate shit out of cabbage. They made those they called it borscht. I think it was like a Russian dish.
Yeah.
I'm nice and stoned, Nancy. To 8:40.
Good, Nancy. Yeah. I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you. A little tired. Didn't get much sleep, but that's normal.
Nancy says she's nice and stoned, 8:40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have you guys ever tried the cabbage rolls or stuff?
Oh yeah. Those are good. They're like egg rolls, right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are awesome, dude. I like it. You know what? They actually do put cabbage in egg rolls, don't they?
Yes,
In
they
the spring
do.
rolls, they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
stuffed
like
cabbage is the shit. Yeah.
I like them. I like the stuffed bell peppers too.
Yeah, coleslaw is good too. Some people don't like that. I love coleslaw. Especially with some fucking nice what do you call those steaks? Pork steaks. Man, barbecue pork steaks on the grill with some coleslaw and some potato salad, some green beans. That's a country meal right there. That's country barbecue. I'm not even from the South, but you know what? I'll eat the crap out of barbecue pork steaks.
I like slaws on burgers if it's done right.
Oh yeah, coleslaw on a burger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I put that shit on everything. Like Frank's sauce.
Mm-mm.
Put that on everything.
Oh, look, me and Nancy are on the same wavelength right now. She's typing what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep. I noticed that. Better look out your window. She might be.
No, is she watching me? Make sure my other camera's
She's
not
over here sitting on your basement steps and shit.
on. I'm probably going to cook a dinner tonight. I'm not sure yet what, but it's my day.
Yeah, I had some Panda Express yesterday.
Fuck, dude, I like Panda. I really enjoy Panda Express, but a lot of their food
man.
is
That's
not
some good.
good for you.
It's fresh too, and you get to watch them
Yeah.
make it fresh. You know, you get to watch them make. I love to watch people make food. You know, and it lets you know that everything's safe too. You know, they come out with that fresh bowl of fucking beef broccoli and some honey sesame chicken, some honey walnut shrimp. Oh man,
Mm.
that's what I had yesterday. And
What
then
about, have you
I do the half and half on the side. You know, the rice and the
in the chow mein?
yeah. I do the half and half on a plate.
That
Have
sounds
you ever
good.
had it? Have you ever had what they call Mongolian grill?
Mongolian beef, yeah.
Not beef, just the way they do the grill. Like, have you ever been to a true Mongolian grill?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Oh yeah.
That's-
It's
I
tight.
really enjoy Mongolian grill.
Hell yeah.
And you know, I learned this trick. I've been a cook off and on most of my life. You know, I've always cooked, but I've learned this trick. It's called velveting meat, and if you look it up, you will thank me later. If you cook, Mark, you will thank me later.
Well,
Learn
yeah.
how to velvet meat. It's done in every Asian cuisine. That's how they get their steak and shit so tender when they do stir fries and shit.
No shit.
Yes, but it's called velveting meat. Velveting. Just look it up. When I learned it, my food went to the next level.
How you spell that?
It's
You know.
velvet, just like velvet.
Like velvet material?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's called velveting meat.
Okay. So it's like I wonder if they use like forks to puncture the meat. Do they?
It's done with baking soda. But
Oh,
you gotta look it up to understand the science of why it does what it does, and it'll take your meat to the next level, bro. No
okay.
homework, no diddy. You know.
So you want me to figure it out for myself instead of telling me the process?
Well, there's a reason why, right? There's a reason why.
That way
because,
I'll understand it
Yes,
precisely.
and you'll do it, and you'll be like, oh, okay. And then
Okay.
you'll realize that's why a lot of the Asian cuisine you get in restaurants is so much better than what you can make at home. Because
It's so much
everybody's trying to make
tender.
the stir fry, steak stir fry, and it's too fucking chewy, it's rough, it's not cooked.
Ancient Mongolian secret.
It's not a secret, really. Like I said, when I learned it, my mind was blown. I was like, okay,
Yeah, it isn't
that's
now.
why
Once we know about it, it's not a secret.
yeah. But it really took my meats to another level in all cuisine.
Have you
in
tried
all
that?
cuisine.
Have you tried that, Papa?
No, I never tried that.
Yeah, I'm
Sounds
gonna try that
interesting.
out. Velveting meat. Damn. I love to cook too.
Dude, if you want real tender meat, that's fucking. Dude, it's,
I think
yeah.
I think what it is anybody that loves to eat loves to cook. I love to eat, so I love to cook. So
That's my son. My son's he loves cooking. He loves
Mhm.
cooking. He loves eating.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love it when he comes over my house because he's always using the grill, cooking up something.
hmm
I try to grill at least twice a week, sometimes more. Oh, Mark, I don't know if I told you yesterday or the day before.
What's
I
that?
picked up the trailer. Remember, I've been looking for a trailer to do my
Oh
barbecue.
yeah, you
I
had that on
fucking
your
got one.
stream.
Yep. I went and got one, man. I'm all happy. It's a nice one.
That's the one you got for like $100, right?
I got it for $100, dude.
That's a steal.
Yeah, I bought a pop-up camper to convert.
Just for the
Into a,
frame itself was worth $100.
Yeah, but I got it to convert into a barbecue trailer where I can put all my barbecue shit on it.
Yeah, you talked about that like a month ago about how you'd like to convert it, and it's one of those pop-up kind too.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna put your grill in there with this is gonna be strictly like a chef's quarters, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be like a party trailer. You know, I'm gonna have some tables, chairs, some tents in there. But
Your
like the
music,
trailer, it's
your music's coming from your actual vehicle, right?
no. It'll all be on the trailer. I'll put a stereo.
You're gonna have that in there too.
Yeah, it's gonna have it. It's gonna have a fridge, a sink, um, a mini freezer, one of the like chest freezers.
You know, if you crank up your music enough, you won't have to flip your meat. It'll be flipping itself.
Yeah, I plan on putting like DJ lights on the outside of it.
Oh, that'll be
a PA
tight.
system. A PA system.
Hell yeah. And you're gonna have this around the like when you go out and do like a family reunion type thing and shit like that.
Yeah, well, like I said, I try to cook out every weekend. It's a
Mhm.
for real thing. Like I try to cook out for the family every weekend. We invite everybody, you know. So I figured the problem I'm having is having to run in and out of the house. I don't have a good setup. You know, I got to pull
Okay.
the grills
So
out.
you're mainly gonna keep this outside the house then.
Yeah, it's going to be set up for me to use wherever. You know what I mean? If I want to take it to the park, I can. If I want to go to the lake, I can.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. It's going to be a nice project. I'm excited
Cool.
for the project.
Cool.
And
Yeah,
then
I
I
know.
was just going to add my own the grills I already have, but me and my nephew were talking. He's a fabricator, and he's like, "We'll just mount you and build a fucking really nice grill and a flat grill all built into it. You know what I mean? A grill and a flat iron.
Right. Hmm.
So we're gonna build one.
Oh man, it sounds. I mean, I can't wait to see it too.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm like, fuck yeah. I don't. Now it's just all about getting the other shit to get slapped together.
But you're just going to use it for personal use, right?
No, actually, I'm gonna rent it out too.
Oh, you're going to rent it? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I'm gonna build it really nice, and then I'll rent it for $250 a day.
Wow.
And people will rent it because I'm gonna put a party tent on it, 10 tables.
Ice
It's
cream.
gonna be 10 tables, 50 chairs. will be on
Man,
it.
that's awesome. Have you ever looked up to see whether or not anybody's had that same concept?
Yeah, people's made them, but I don't know if people's used them for rental.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I looked it all up, and I learned as long as I'm not selling beer with it, or you know, doing the service of cooking the food, you can rent them, and people can stock their own beer. They can cook their, you know what I mean, and you'd have no liability. You're just renting the fucking thing to them.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll just make sure it's equipped with everything. Charge them a deposit. Do a you know.
Right.
Rent it per,
It's like
24 hours.
renting a car out. You know, you didn't go tell them to go rob a bank with the car. You just told them they can rent the car.
Yeah.
Same concept. You know, it's like you can cook on it, and hey, if you cook up some bad shit and you get somebody sick, that's on you. You know.
Yep. Nothing to do with me.
Well,
You know, I hear you on that. And make them sign a fucking contract waiver too. You know, liability waiver. You know.
For sure.
Yeah, I
My whole
check
thing is-
myself. Even when I DJ, man, I always had contracts written up, you know, and some motherfucker do something
Yeah.
stupid, you know.
No, they tried to sue me one time for a fucking venue, man. I
Oh yeah,
promoted a little concert we were doing, and some people landed up acting a fool, and somebody got hurt.
Mhm.
And they were saying that it was going to fall on me because I didn't have proper security measures. And, you know, it was one of those fucking things. But it turned out I had all the proper shit. They just assumed I didn't. You know what I mean? But it was like, no, there was security there. There was, you know what I mean? It ain't my fault that people want to be knuckleheads. You can't control it.
Exactly. You can't control everything.
But if I didn't have paid security there, I would have got sued. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's called covering your own rear end.
I never did any kind of promotions after that. I never tried to, you know, push for venues, nothing like that. I was like, okay, that's too much liability.
Yeah.
People are stupid. Too many loopholes to get sued over shit like that at events. Like, even if somebody were to fall down some stairs, you're like liable for that. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird.
That's why you got to think ahead of time when you like to write up a contract or something, you know, to put that in the stipulations, you know.
Yeah, you're not responsible. You're not, you know, you even got to put in those things that you're not responsible for stolen property. All that shit has to be in those little clauses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. My dad taught me that shit at a young age.
Yeah, when people drop off their vehicles, I make them do the sign the thing that we're not responsible for anything they left in the car. I don't want to hear there was a Mona Lisa under the seat and now it's not there. Like I'm like, pull all your valuable shit out of the car before you drop it off here. You know what I mean? I get pissed off when they leave all kinds of shit in it. Because there's sometimes like you know, where they leave like credit cards and all kinds of mail and all, and I explain it to them. You don't want to do that for any shop. You know, I'm not doing it. I'm not telling you because I'm a bad guy. I'm telling you because there's bad guys out there.
Right.
You leave all that information in a fucking car, they're going to take it. They're going to take pictures of it. They're going to, you know.
Right.
What I mean?
And not only that, like, you know, somebody drops a diamond ring and it gets vacuumed up and thrown away after you get done vacuuming. You know, that's not your fault if they did that, you know. But that's why you explain those things, you know. Hey.
Yeah, no, I send them a text, you know, how to do drop off and all that. And I explain in there, remove all personal information.
Exactly.
I only want just the car key. I don't want a whole thing of keys. I don't want
right. You know, nothing that links anyone to identity theft or anything.
Yes, bro. Yes, exactly. And you know, like I said, I'm not a bad guy, but I know I try to explain it to them because there's other bad guys out. Even if you go to a mechanic shop, you know, most people, they'll hand them their keys and everything. That mechanic, any technician that touches those keys, they can get in your car. They have your name, your address, all your shit on your paperwork, and it's like, oh, this is his house key. You know what I mean? It's like, here's his.
Gotta be careful what you hand people. You're right, man. I'm like that too, man. I'm always fucking second, double checking myself, you know, even triple checking.
Yeah, my car, I keep everything in a little book, you know, all my paperwork. And if I take it to any mechanic or anything like that, I just take all that shit out with me, the registration, everything comes
out. Don't give them anything to go on.
Yes. And I try to tell everybody, bro, if you hand those people your keys with all your keys on it,
they have access
to all kinds of information on you. Like all they have to do is pull out your fucking registration.
I clean out my glove box and my center console, my glove boxes. I make sure everything's all that shit and shit. Take all the keys. I leave them with one freaking key, and that's the one to start the thing. That's all.
That's all you should do. Because anything else, they can copy your keys. They can fucking even your garage door opener. You know how easy it is to clone a garage door opener. All you need is this little thing. It's called a flipper, and you just it'll steal the fucking signal and mimic it. Then they have a garage door opener for your house. Like all this shit's so fucking scary. How fast and easy somebody.
They got people out there right now that go up and down streets trying, you know, with the universal thing that try to pop doors open with the garage.
TJ, what up, man?
Papa.
He said, "Hello, senior citizen."
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I don't think 840 is a senior citizen yet.
I'm doing great.
Not yet.
Listening to the conversation, enjoying.
No, you're not a senior until you're 55 plus.
Yeah, I'm working on it, man.
Hello, Senior Citizen Channel. What up, TJ?
But Papa barely made senior citizen by a couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
But
Man, what?
I think, wait a minute, TJ, is he 50 something, 55 plus?
I think TJ's 67.
60. He's gonna say something in chat. He'll blame it on his wife. He said, "Well, I'm like 95." Hey, you gotta love TJ. He's got dyslexia, so he'll put the numbers in backwards and shit in chat.
Yeah.
He said that was 95, so I think it really meant 59.
You know, I have what they call dyscalculus. Dyscalculia. Have you ever heard
What's
of that?
that? What's that?
It's where my numbers and shit. So when I'm reading, sometimes words like letters turn into numbers on me, and it's
Oh
fucked.
wow!
It's fucked up, man.
Does it do vice versa, where the numbers turn into letters?
Yeah.
Oh
It does.
wow!
So like when I'm reading, and sometimes even when I'm typing, I'll do some weird shit. Like I'll notice it like immediately after I do it. Like I'll put a 9 instead of a P, and be like, "Why the fuck did I do that?" Like I know, but it still does it, dude. It's fucked
Oh
up.
wow! So you got to double check yourself, make sure that you're not putting the wrong stuff down.
Yes, and what I've learned to do is I just talk to text a lot of the times because it's easier for me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Way easier. Way easier.
Big Mo in the house. What's up, Big Mo?
Well, I didn't even learn how to read till later on in life, and that's serious. I didn't have like a normal childhood as most kids, you know.
Oh shit. So how about Spanish? You know Spanish?
Yo hablo español también. I mean, better than most, you know.
So you're pretty fluent then.
I wouldn't say fluent, but I would say if I need to get a point across, I can get a point across, and I can understand.
Fluent enough, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, my whole family is, you know, they're Chicano Mexican. I'm second generation out Mexico. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of my dad's siblings were.
What's the difference between Chicano and Latino? I'm always confused about that. What's the difference? Is there a difference between Latino
and
Chicano?
Well, you know, there's Latin American. You know what I mean? So when you
right, and I heard that too.
Yeah, that's just Latin American. That can be from Ecuador. That can be from anywhere. You know, Latin. You know,
like Venezuela or anywhere like that.
All that.
Panama, Colombia.
Yes, that's a Latino. You know,
right.
and
Costa Rica.
Yeah, and then I think, but a Chicano is from my understanding, it's like the firstborn here. You know, so like your parents are from Mexico, you're a Chicano now. You know what I mean?
If you're born in America first.
You're an American Mexican, or however they want to say it.
So you can be also considered Chicano. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, on my dad's side, I'm second generation out of Mexico.
So where does the Latino come in at?
That's the Latin American, like I said. So like you have your Mexicans, right? Mexico, and then you have like Ecuador, and you have like Panama. You have
Latinos, they're born and raised where they're at, basically.
No, not necessarily. They're just not from, like, instead of saying, hey, he's Mexican, you can say, hey, he's Latino. He's from a Latin descent. You know what I mean?
Basically, South America countries.
Yeah.
Hard workers.
Most of them are chasing a dream. You know, most of those people, they come here chasing a dream. They're not here for nefarious shit.
Oh, hell yeah, shit.
We had
most people are.
Yeah, but then you get those bad apples, you know, that fuck it up for everyone.
What was that?
We had some roofers that worked for me. Actually, my brother-in-law's company, I managed it.
Right.
But we had a couple of crews from Venezuela.
hmm
And
Oh yeah, they're workers too, man. They get shit
work,
done in 2 hours.
dude, they
They'll
work
put a
together.
whole fucking roof on in
Whole
2
fucking
hours.
thing. Oh, for real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You
They ain't
know,
no joke,
they're on to
dude.
the next one. Stop. So they bring the whole
Mhm.
family. They bring the grill. You know, they don't leave the job. You know,
No, they don't.
Ah,
That's one thing we've talked about because my wife ran a construction company for years in Denver, and those Mexican dudes, they would show up like what he's saying. They'd bring their disco, their grill. They do not leave for lunch. They will fucking cook, and they'll all bring something to make. You know what I mean?
Even
And
the
they
women.
treat each other really good.
Oh hell yeah! Even the women, they stay down and cook. They go up on the
Yep.
roof, help them on the roof and shit. I was like, holy fuck!
Yeah, I've never seen a roof taken out and put on in such a short time as with a group of Mexican dudes, man. They just
And they all wore long sleeves and pants.
And a fucking hat.
hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
And long, yep. They know better. They know,
hell yeah, they do.
especially out here in out west. You know, in the it's a different sun out here. You get up on those roofs, man, and start doing roofing out here, you will cook.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they install air conditioning units on roofs out here. Oh yeah, you were out that way in Vegas. Yeah. Didn't that sun feel different?
Way different. Way different.
It's like a freaking blowtorch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend some 10 minutes out in the Vegas sun or out here in Arizona out in the sun for 10 minutes in the direct sunlight. You will feel like you're on fire.
But you know, I have lupus now, so I can't be out in the sun. So I've been having to get used to wearing the sleeves and the fucking hats. And
is that something you just found out recently?
It's so I've been struggling with things for about maybe 6 years now. But it recently, maybe about a year ago, they're like it's lupus, you know.
Oh shit! So what's the side effects of the lupus? What's that?
Well, lupus is an autoimmune disorder. So, like, let's say I get a cold, instead of my immune system attacking the cold, it'll attack my fucking liver or my kidneys. Or
that's crazy. So how do you keep that under control? You have to take meds.
Well, yes, there's so they can only treat like flare-ups is what they call it. So, you know, then you can go and you can get steroids, things like that, you know, to help battle.
So you have to wait for the moment then. So that's what you're saying. So can you keep that stuff on hand so you don't have to go to extremes when something like that?
You can and you can't because like I said, it's an autoimmune disorder. So people sometimes it will attack their brain. Sometimes it attacks your lymph nodes. It'll attack your kidneys, your liver, shit like that. See, they thought I was having liver cancer stuff. I was having markers. So they did I did 3 liver biopsies, man. They're fucked up. And
man, you got a lot of shit going on there.
Yeah, well, it's all, you know, lupus they call it a mimicking disease because they said that it'll mimic other shit while it's attacking your body. Right. It's like, holy shit, there's something wrong with his kidneys. And then 2 days later, it's back to normal.
Yeah, it makes it confusing, like.
Yeah.
Very confusing.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but one of the fucked up things is sunlight will fuck you up when you have lupus. Never fucking. I would never have thought that this would ever happen to somebody.
That's like a trigger, then the direct sunlight is like a trigger.
Yes.
Wow. Yep. That's crazy. I didn't even know that about lupus. I've heard about lupus, but I've never known the triggers or anything like that. You know.
But you see then so what happened is they're like, you got to stay out of the sun. And it's like, okay, well, how do I do that and live a life? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, you know, like I said, I have to wear hats and fucking gloves and everything when I'm out
You
there.
think Michael Jackson had lupus?
I don't know, but I know
He used to do the same thing, you know, go out and
he might have.
covered up.
I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Because the way you're making it sound, because that sounds like something Michael Jackson went through.
Yeah. No, it said Michael Jackson was diagnosed with lupus. That is crazy.
Damn, dude. I should be a doctor. also a bullshit artist, right?
Yeah, that is crazy. So you want to know how I found out I had lupus? I was watching a fucking talk show, and they had Nick Cannon on this talk show, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
he was talking about his death scares that he had. And he goes, they thought I had liver cancer. This is what he's saying. He goes, they thought I had liver cancer.
Oh, so that made you. It made you put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, no, he started talking about the weird headaches and the fatigue and all this stuff.
It sounded like you.
Yes, and then he goes, it took them 5 years for them to diagnose him with lupus. So I schedule a thing with my doctor, and I go in there and I tell her, I'm like, I was watching this talk show, and
right.
you know, right from then,
like, Nick Cannon,
like,
right? Hey,
yeah. So she's looking at me crazy, and she goes, "It's so uncommon for a male to have lupus." And you know, and at the end of it, she was like, "We'll test just to make sure."
Right.
And the next morning, she called me and she was like, "Yeah, you fucking hit markers." So I was happy and sad at the same time that I was able to say why I felt fucked up.
And you didn't have to wait 5 years to find out either.
Well, I had already been suffering for a few years, you know,
right,
from symptoms of it.
But damn, dude, just that little show. You know, somebody was watching a television show and noticed a lump or something on somebody's neck.
I remember that.
And they made mention about it to that person, and they went and got it checked out and found out they had cancer or something like that.
Was that a lymph node?
And I think so. And didn't even realize this person, just a stranger, called out of the blue and said, "Hey, you might want to have that checked out," you know. And they did, and then came out to be something that needed to be looked into. Yeah.
You know, real shit. Since I found out, Mark, my quality of life has gone up. I just gotta say
that's great, man. That's great.
So that's what.
So that's over the past year. You've improved over the past year since you've been know what to look out for, what to do, what to stay away from, and shit like that. Yeah,
for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, that's awesome, dude. You know, that's the way it is, man. If you don't investigate shit on your own, man, then you might be, you know, prolonging stuff. You know, that's why I tell people as you get older, man, you start feeling a certain way, you better go get it diagnosed. You know, go get it checked out.
You know, after all of it, me and my wife were talking and we're laughing because we had put the pattern together. It was like every time I would go out on a family outing and shit like that, a few days later, I'd be hospitalized. I'd be all sick.
So you were looking back at that, and you were looking back, and you were thinking, "Damn, had I had known hindsight, I wouldn't have been out there in that fucking sun like that."
Yeah, well, one time they told me I had low vitamin D, right? So I really sunbathed for like 2.5 days, and I landed up in the hospital for it was probably like a week and a half.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that was the main.
Sun's good for you, but too much is too much. You know.
Well, now I got to take vitamin D, and they tell me stay out of the sun and have a few layers.
Are you taking the D3, the D3 kind?
No, I take I take over the counter. It's prescribed. I take it. I take it once a week. It's a big green gel tab.
Wow.
But I take it once a fucking week.
And that'll hold you over a whole week, huh? Wow.
Yeah. And I'm thinking it's like vitamin.
You know, I was prescribed
DB12.
a potassium pill for a while there, and I think they had the wrong potassium kind because there's a few different types of potassium.
There's citrate. There's
Yeah.
citrate.
Yeah.
Barbiturate.
Glucose or something like that. Yeah.
Gluconate. Is it
Glucamate or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's a few of them.
So the
And then some
one
of them-
I needed, the one I needed that I figured out was, see, what happens is if you take like one pill for your blood pressure, it can deplete your potassium levels. And a lot of doctors won't even freaking tell you this shit. You got to figure it out for your own self or read the directions. And they're not going to prescribe you anything until you tell them that too. So you'd be like, whoa, hey, this pill you prescribed me for my blood pressure now is deplete my potassium levels. Why didn't you automatically prescribe me that? Oh, you need potassium? Hell yeah, I need it. I'm getting depleted. So I get the potassium right, and they give me the wrong type of potassium, obviously, because it's not taking care of what I need the potassium for. It's depleting other things and giving me cramps and all this other bullshit. And so I went to CVS and got some the other kind of potassium, the glucamate, you know.
Yeah.
And that works a lot better than the prescribed shit from the hospital. Go figure. So I'm like, okay, I'll just stick with this. I don't give, I got to pay out of my pocket a percentage anyway. Yeah. So I can get this shit just as cheap, if not cheaper, at CVS than paying a VA price. So that's what I'm doing. I got this one little pill,
Excuse me.
take that for blood pressure, and then the potassium I get from CVS.
Excuse me. Can you hear the song, Papa? Tools made a lovely song for Papa. It's so good.
Awesome.
Yes.
Nancy said she was going to get off her ass. Damn, he got you, Nancy? That's funny. Cheers. You also need magnesium to help process some of those vitamins for your body to uptake. And I think potassium is one of them. If I'm correct, potassium is one of them that you need magnesium.
For what? What was that? I was spacing out. I was reading the chat. What was that recording?
So,
that was very beautiful.
So when you're taking potassium, you also need to take some magnesium.
Yeah, I'm taking that too. I got this magnesium CoQ10.
Do you do the pill or the liquid?
So I got the CoQ10 to go with the magnesium.
Yeah, CoQ10 is good. Magnesium, they say the best way to uptake it is through the skin. They say that it synthesizes better into the cell. So they sell the liquid magnesium that you just rub on your feet and shit.
That helps in what do you call that? Circulation, maybe.
Not sure.
I think it works with the circulation. But yeah, they go hand in hand for sure. Potassium, magnesium. Yeah, you could jump on Big Mo. Don't be scared.
Come on out, Mo. Oh, yeah.
He said, check with doctor and ask if taking dark cocoa flavonoids is safe for you and take 1 scoop a day. Oh, yeah. Dark cocoa is good for you, but you want to make sure it's the purest, the pure kind, the best you can get, because there's
when I was trying to get my health back, I think the best thing I ever did for myself was the cold showers and squats, dude.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the best thing
Oh,
I've ever did in my life. I tell every young man around me, do the fucking squats and cold showers. Yeah.
I used to do squats a lot. I did take cool to maybe cold showers in the summertime, but in the winter, I'll take warm showers. But I did the squats, man. I used to always do squats. I used to squat 480 for 10 reps.
No, just so what I do is I try to, not every day, but I try to do 100 squats every day. And then I hop.
Do you still do that?
I try to. I can't hit 100 right now,
Damn.
but I try to do it every day. And I take a cold shower every day. So I take a regular shower, then I turn it cold. But it really helped me with like depression. It helped me with energy. It really did help me.
Right. When you do your squats, do you do them in the morning when you first get up?
Yeah.
And so you do them without weight, just your own body weight.
Just my own body weight.
And you must have big thighs by now.
Oh yeah. I got crazy calves, dude. Like I've been doing this now it's probably been like 7 years, man.
Yeah. It's also good for posture and you do your squats, it builds up your back and your posture.
But it also builds core strength. Yeah, but the main reason why I started doing it is because I found it was a good natural way to boost your testosterone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Squats
in
particular.
It's a big body part that you're working with, those thighs.
But the squats in particular are they help promote testosterone and free T in your system.
That's cool. It's almost like a pituitary gland going to work.
Yeah. Yep. And the cold showers, they make your body release a protein. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it also releases epinephrine. Every time you do it, they say it's better.
Right. Oh, you mean like dopamine?
Epinephrine. It's like a
and also taurine.
Yeah, it just makes you feel good. Those cold showers make you feel good, Bill. You got to try them.
Oh yeah, that's why you see people taking cold baths and stuff like that.
The cold plunges. I've thought about trying it. I don't know if I will be able to do that.
Oh, on the ice?
Yeah, some of those guys, they do that in the ice for 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy.
I wouldn't really say it's necessary, but at the same time, it could be beneficial, for certain people, I guess. But I really can't speak much on that, whether it's, something that's, going to make a big difference in anyone's life, whether they take an ice bath versus a different, a shower or anything like that.
Dude, that epinephrine in your system makes you feel like Ric Flair, bro.
But yeah, doing those squats, yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, because I used to squat my ass off back in the day. I still squat every once in a while, but I need to squat more than I have been.
I don't know where Papa went, but we got Mo knocking in the back. I don't know if Yanni has the keys. I don't know.
No, I think Patty was the last person I knew that had keys.
If not, Papa will be right back. I'm sure.
Patty and Jess.
I don't have.
Surprised Patty and Jess haven't. Huh?
What's going on?
Do they have keys?
I don't have keys. I don't need keys. Why?
No.
No, we're saying because Big Mo's in the back. He's in backstage trying to get on. So we thought maybe you had keys.
What Papa is doing. I was chatting with Tooth.
He had to go check his weight, or did he get?
I don't have keys.
I think he did that already. He'll be right there.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Yeah.
Hang tight there, Mo.
Yeah, I was trying to give Keith keys, and I need to give people keys to the channel to the StreamYard when I'm not around. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They
I hear
can play
you.
music and do shit.
Oh, I hear you. But it'd still be like an 840 live stream.
Yeah, but like it'll be like you just give them the keys. So if I have to go do something, they could like
Right.
get up and down and do
You
all that.
you'd start it up, but you can take off if you need to.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, see. Hey,
Yes.
Papa, you're on mute.
He said, I will try again. Oh, he just left.
Big Mo's in the back.
Sorry.
Yeah, we were telling.
Oh, you're good, bro.
hang tight. We were telling Big Mo
Big
that
Mo
he-
coming out.
yeah, he was trying. I don't know if he's still there.
There you go.
Yeah, Big Mo, he's back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Big Mo. He's
Big
from
Mo,
Arizona.
come on.
He's from Arizona too. Do you know
Is
Big
he
Mo
really?
lives? You know he lives like 30 minutes from my house.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I could drive over to his house every day if I wanted to.
No
Hey, you guys should
shit.
meet up, go for a walk at the park and smoke a joint and shit. You know?
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
That would be fucking dope.
Or just sit in his backyard and smoke. Oh,
You know, I found out one of my neighbors is a stoner, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I have somebody near me I can smoke with. Maybe we'll hang out and shit.
uh-huh.
Then it got weird. Like
Yeah.
neighbors
Yeah.
are weird, bro. I was
Well,
like,
at the same time, you don't want to tell them too much about your business, you know.
True
If
that.
What's
they're
up?
too close for comfort, maybe, you know.
yeah,
You know.
not just that they're cool people, but
Right.
the wife honestly thinks she's a witch,
Oh,
and that
hell
kind of threw me for a loop.
no. Yeah, kind of strange stuff, huh?
And then when I found out she carries doctorates and she's a psychiatrist, I'm like, how the fuck is that?
She's trying to figure her husband out.
This motherfucking chick is a psychiatrist who thinks she's a witch, bro. You got to understand what I'm saying.
She's using him for a fucking guinea pig.
All right. Big
Bro,
Mo.
it tripped me out.
What's up, Mr. Mose? How are you,
Big
sir?
Mo. Big Mo.
Good to have you up here. Good to have you up here.
Big Mo was in the Air Force.
Love the hat.
Good to be here.
Love the Rolling Stones hat. I love it.
He was a fighter jet pilot, weren't you?
Right.
He's like- but he was
I
in
flew
the
the B-2s when they got designed in '88.
Air
Look how old that fucking plane is.
There
Already-
goes one right now, right?
Already flying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn drones.
Was that a drone that went by?
Yep. Yep.
Now is that a military drone or is it a residential?
It's
Drone,
a commercial
somewhere.
drone. I
Oh,
would have
wow.
to say the measurements are at least 6 feet circumference.
Where you think it's coming from? Luke's Air Base?
No, it's coming from the central part of town, or it could be coming all the way from the east side. But the amount of times that they fly east
Yeah,
and
it's
west,
crazy.
I'm thinking it's probably not too far
They sound low
east of
too,
me.
man. I don't see drones around here.
It's weird too because they're delivering to the western half of Phoenix, near going towards Buckeye, but not quite there, not quite to Buckeye, almost. Like
That's
you're
crazy.
familiar with the roads that go around Phoenix, the 101, the 202, and the 303.
How big are those drones anyway in circumference?
Like I said, it's from an estimate of flying height and just trying to guess how big it is. I would say it's anywhere from 4 to 6 feet in circumference.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
they're
a good
big, and
size.
they have these bullet-shaped fuselages,
Mhm.
and that's where the payload being. That's where the payload has to be because they're not, how do you call that? They're not like the
Dangling.
old tech drones where they would
Right.
lift things up.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
they're
dangling.
very serious. And it's amazing because they do fly low enough that people could take pot shots at them.
Yeah, that's what I thought because you can hear them really well.
Oh yeah, and they almost hit a bird a couple times. Surprised they didn't.
They have those deflective courses, I'm
Sensors.
sure, where it senses a hazard, it'll just go a different direction.
I don't know if I showed you guys that video where a drone battery falls out of the sky and hits a lady's fucking SUV with the kid in it. Have you guys seen that video?
Did it
It
blow
falls
up?
right out of the fucking sky. And boom.
That's crazy.
Monty, what's
That had
up,
to be
Jed? How you doing?
A military, I mean, a humongous drone. That had to be a
Did it go through
fighter
the?
drone.
Did it go through the car? Like?
Oh,
through the
yeah.
glass?
Oh yeah, dude, it fucked that car up. But
Wow.
I was gonna say this, Mo. The drones you're probably looking at are a lot bigger than what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Like you might be thinking they're 4 to you're like they're 4 to 6 feet. That thing might be fucking 6 to
12
10 feet for all you know.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Well, if they were up a little higher, I would, and seemed a little, smaller. I mean, I could. But these fly so low, you get
that
a
thing
good.
sound like a fucking
view.
Cessna flying over your house.
Money, cheers, money.
You get an excellent view of the detail of the structure of the drone itself. That all the blades and fans lift are circular, just like the one in the video here, where
Right.
it's that circle. That's how the body of the drones are, and then within that is the fuselage that's suspended.
Yeah.
It's a
Wow.
huge fucking bullet shape. So that could be 10 feet long, but it
Right.
looks like 4 to 6. Just
How
that.
many propellers does it have?
One in each
I couldn't tell
corner.
you, but it looks like there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe 6.
Wow.
See?
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah, it's been wild. I mean, they have pretty much been the same. There goes another one.
Yeah, that sounds like a prop plane flying by.
I don't know if you could
Oh
get a
yeah,
view
I
of that.
saw it
Yeah, I saw
barely.
it.
Barely. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't hear it this time.
No, so me and my
I
son
should have heard that
saw
one, but we were talking because I can hear them far enough away that I can get the camera on them. But I don't know, my fingers are so fat, and I end up usually turning
Wow.
the camera off.
But me and my son saw one of those drones years ago, and it freaked me out. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" But the way it sounded, and it just went by, minded its business. But I was like, "What the fuck?" Fucking big ass
Well, I
drone.
encountered one out here at night. That's why I used the word encounter, because I could not see anything other than a red light.
You know, it is
And
a
that-
kind of a scary thing if you think about it, because man, can you imagine those things can really be used for terrorist activities?
Oh yeah.
I mean, what
For sure.
keeps someone from just putting an explosive on it, dropping it on some building or something or some house?
They do it.
The question
They do that already.
The question to beg is how much of our own personal privacy is really
Is
being
invaded
observed.
on top of that,
Mhm.
right?
I think a lot of it has to do with the continuing. What's that fucking bill?
Well, there's already
The Patriot Act. The Patriot Act allows the
Right.
government to. They could run clandestine, covert operations like that and spy on you with no concern at all. And this argument they're making about the immigration thing. Think about this. Back when Obama was president, and he was dealing with the issues of the Patriot Act and the repercussions of the attacks, he went ahead and lifted habeas corpus. Did away with it. So in other words, the United States government could just pick you up off the streets with no questions asked, no fucking warrant, nothing, and throw you in a dark hole and hold you forever. That's how they
Wow.
did the J6 people.
Wow.
That's why they got those J6 people thrown in jail right away. Because they said, oh, Patriot Act, boom,
Mhm.
they're all guilty. And it was only like 300 known actual by video individuals who were violent during that J6 issue. Think about that. There was 10,000 people there, and they can only say that about 350 were guilty of violent acts. So who's lying about that whole day?
And if you think about it, other countries are most likely doing the same thing. It's just going by a different name.
Yep, Patriot Act, Patriot Act. They need to revoke the Patriot Act, and many people thought they would have done that. I mean, think about it. That was 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you can argue all you want about who's right or wrong in the use of force and whatnot, but until that's addressed,
I'm just reading.
They can't do nothing.
I'm just reading your chat, Mo, about the squatting. About the squatting.
Oh yeah, that's the last time I did it.
Did you read that A40?
I did.
And it was she was a beautiful woman and another man's wife. I'm like, you fucker.
She gave you a kiss goodnight, didn't she?
On the cheek.
I was telling you, same
we
thing.
made sweat. I mean, it was pretty bad. It was a Kiss concert. I mean, we were near the front, not all the way up, but we were close enough. The fucking pyros were fucking just cooking us. We're all fucking just sweating fucking bullets all fucking day, throughout the whole concert. But I somehow stayed on my feet with her on my shoulders for over an hour.
Were you facing the band? Were you facing the band, both of you, or were you turned the other way?
It's funny because she was on my shoulders, right? Her legs were over my shoulders. She was hanging onto the top of my head with her arms like this. So my whole head was just...
You were like a bobblehead doll.
She had death grip on it. We almost went down one time. We almost fell down one time. It was funny as shit. I felt myself falling over with her on me, and I don't know what. People stuck their hands out and boom, pushed us back up. I swear to God, I was like, thanks. And after the concert, I let her off my shoulders. We were all just fucking exhausted. She was thanking me, and it turns out the boy next to her or next to us was her 16-year-old son. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I turn around and a couple of feet back, this lurch motherfucker, 6'3" at least, 6'4", 6'5", he comes walking up. Yeah, you almost fell down a couple of times there. And she goes, oh yeah, I'd like you to meet my husband. I just looked up at him, disgusted. I said, and you didn't carry her on your shoulders?
Oh my God.
I turned around and walked away.
Mo got honey dick at the concert.
Hell yeah. But I was more disgusted with the fact that she had that kind of guy to ride his shoulders and she was riding my little fucking
How tall are
compared
you?
to that giant.
Yeah, that dude's like better him than me.
You're around 6 feet tall. Well, how tall are you?
I'm just short of 5'11". Yeah.
Oh, okay. Almost 6 feet.
Man, you made me think of a cool product that somebody should invent. Somebody should invent like a concert belt that has like horse rings on the sides where somebody can put their feet. And they can, you know what I mean, stand on your belt and not on your back.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
And put their hands on your shoulders.
Yes, dude. Like you know what I mean? Like horse rings almost. Like
right.
You have to design it where it evened out the weight between your shoulders and your hips.
Yes.
And that would be perfect. Because if you had too much weight on your hips, oh boy, I think you'd be going to feeling it the next day or two or maybe more. And again, I did it for about an hour, so I can tell you I was pretty freaking sore the next day and the next day.
Oh,
you know what? He's right.
Because I had my squatting, man. My legs were like,
Man,
They were on fire too.
no squats for you.
Yeah, since then. And I definitely don't, put any strange woman on my shoulders at a concert without making sure she's single.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I used to go to these festivals out in Kansas when I was still active duty towards the end of my career. They
Mhm.
held an annual bluegrass, and then they created what's called the Wheatland Jam, and it was a 3-day festival, just like the bluegrass festivals used to be. And there were some big names, big time bands came down and performed. And one year I was there. It was early, like one of the first ones I attended, and it was Creedence Clearwater Revival revisited. So everybody had to do something with CCR that was still promoting the music and touring,
Mhm. Right.
former players and whatnot. It was wild. It was fucking wild. I can still remember myself partying and screaming so hard right there. I was right up front on the stage, not being squashed at all. And just looking up and seeing this huge fucking full moon right to the song they were singing. So I started screaming like a wolf. Oh! Wow. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was just fucking having a great time. Because, yeah, that was an old classic. And it was perfect timing. I looked up. There was this full moon. I was
Damn,
fucking
that's
10
crazy.
feet to the wind already.
That's a coincidence.
Yeah,
Perfect,
werewolf in
perfect
Kansas.
time.
Werewolf in Kansas. I went to about, 93. My first one was in 95, 96, 97, 98.
Your first what?
99. Wheatland Jam. The first two I went to were bluegrass festivals in the same place
Mhm.
where they had, started holding the Wheatland Jams and making it a 3-day festival. There was campgrounds. It was great. I had my El Dorado out there.
Where was this? In Kansas?
Let's see, the Wheatland Jam was in, I should know the fucking name of the cities. There are not too many of them. But it's right there next to Wichita,
Oh,
in a
okay.
suburb city. In a suburb city, I'd say about 10 miles, 15 miles out of Wichita.
Overland Park?
That's too far north. Go south, the opposite way.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind
Try
of
to look
money
at
did you have? Wes?
Huh?
What kind of Monte Carlo did you have?
The El Dorado, the
El
two-door,
Dorado.
83.
83.
It
Okay,
was
I
a
remember.
Cadillac.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Cadillac.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
I like
Pistol
those.
Anyhow, I had that trunk loaded with fucking tequila and beer and what little pot I was able to find before I got to the concert. And like I said, I think that first night was the first CCR. I'm sorry, CCRR. And the next day in the campground when I was recovering, a lot of people were walking by. Yeah, a lot of people walking by and recognized me and was saying hello. And then some guy came up. He goes, "Hey, you got a beer?" He wanted a beer. I said, "Yeah, you want a beer? No problem." When I opened the fucking cooler and he saw the tequila on top, he goes, "Oh, damn."
Oh, shit.
So I shared a shot of tequila with him and I gave him a beer. And he pulls out a bag of weed and throws about 20 joints down. He said, I'll check with you later.
Oh, at least you contributed.
Exactly. Well, one
That's
thing led to
that's a good
another.
contribution.
Long story short, two young ladies set up a wading pool, and they had water. There was a hose next to it. They were able to
Right.
fill it up, and they started playing in their wading
right
pool with their little bikini.
Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
Turns
guys.
out they were loaded with fucking ecstasy, and I had never had it. I had never had ecstasy. Here I was in my 40s,
Hitting some ecstasy, yeah.
Lord, I
Damn.
swear, if there was a what do you call that? Thought police or moral police or whatever, they had me in cuffs, man, thrown in jail.
Sorry to
But
hear you say
it turns out there was one young lady, the one that I actually had a good time with. She was
Thank you.
18, thankfully. Just the problem that her friend was a little too young, and she was the one who wanted to have a lot more activity, but no, I was able to maintain.
I watched
I mean, those things
a
were,
video
yeah, those things were
of
wild. I even got. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I watched this video of these guys. They were going to a music festival, so they went the month before and they buried bottles of liquor and
Oh,
weed and
yes,
stuff.
yes.
Because you get searched on your way in, you know what I mean? And then they showed them at the festival and digging it up, trying to be discreet, digging up their fucking booty. But they did it, man. They
No
did
shit.
it.
I don't doubt it. God Almighty. A place like that. First thing that came to mind was Minnesota. Can't think of the damn name of the ranch, but they have the same thing. They have a 3-day festival called the Moon Dance Jam. That thing's been going on for about 30 years in Minnesota, maybe a little longer. I don't know for sure. And good Lord, the same thing. You know, they got some of the baddest fucking music, oldie music, rock and roll, and then pop, brand name artists performing, and it was cool. But in that place, it's nothing but a mud pit for 3 days. It's Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can imagine if you hit that place and got away with it, doing it at night, maybe burying all the stuff you needed, all your stash. Oh Lord, that would be so cool.
Yeah, some people
Yeah, I was
get
going to say
creative.
the last Wheatland Jam I went to, I think it was in 2003. Same year I went to see Kiss. I seen Kansas that year too, but no. Anyways, 2003, I believe it was. Boston, Poison, a couple of other big name bands played. Well, when Boston came out, man, I was cheering real loud for them because they're just iconic, old school, classic. And then the lead singer was the female artist who had been with them for a couple of years now. I cannot think of her fucking name. God forgive me. But she was badass. And they had their bus out there, on the way in and out of the fucking concert ground, which was surrounded by the campgrounds. That's what made this thing so cool. Everybody would just, enter the concert grounds during the showtime, plenty of room, and then exit and go to their tents, and they could exit and enter throughout the whole day. And that was how it was. The whole day there was concert music going on. As long as you had your pass on your wrist, you were good. Anyhow, I remember stopping by the Boston bus and trying to say hello to them. And sure enough, I got a huge fucking titty hug from her. And it was, I was flabbergasted. I was holding her by the waist, just above her hips. Oh my God. Do you do that to all men? That was my thought. But she knew what she was doing. She said, "Oh, you're such a great fan, blah, blah, blah. I saw you. And I said, well, I couldn't help missing you." Yeah, that was the last fucking really big concert I've been to. I've been to one here, maybe two. Well, two, yeah, with Rolling Stones. That's it, in 20 years. Fuck.
Yeah, you got to get back out there, man.
Yeah, oh yeah. Clean up a bit. Not all that much, but
You have dude, yeah. You should do that where you open up the trust.
I'm at that point in my life. I'm going to open a trust, put my properties on it, and then hit the road. Borrow against it,
Do
travel.
it. You'll be
See
able
the
to
world.
borrow. Yep, you'll be able to borrow $1 million of your own shit. You don't even have to ask permission of the bank. You know what I mean? You ain't got to ask permission for it. You just borrow it.
That'd be so cool. Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
I hope that things go smoothly here between the family and everything. That's the whole thing.
Don't
When
even-
you have that many siblings, there's contention.
Oh, of course. I watched, when my grandpa passed away, it tore the siblings apart. My uncles and aunties and all of them, they fought, man. You know, everybody was fighting. It was crazy, you know, who's getting what and who's controlling this and where did that go? It was here, and like it was crazy. It was nuts.
Yeah, my mom's family went through that in New Mexico with that great property that they have out there. Because God, I'd love to have that opportunity to look at that land and maybe even, but not anymore. I'm gonna travel. I got to get Thailand out of my system, so I'm gonna go there first, and then I'll finish my leg in 2026 in Europe. If everything goes well, I'll probably be there from April through September, maybe even into October. We'll see. That's almost 9 months, I think. May, June, July, August, September. 7.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Yeah,
That's a long time to be in Europe.
I was spacing out, man, when something triggered my memory all of a sudden about the pool. I forgot I was topping it off with the water.
Oh shit!
I was like, oh shit! I went running outside.
Fucking,
it's like 3 inches from fucking overflowing.
Yeah,
nice.
One night, Mark, was that Papa?
I couldn't see that happen, overflowing.
I'm here. Hey, I never seen it happen yet, but knock on wood, got close.
Don't those pools have baffles for overflow?
Drink with it, or you?
It'll go over the pool into the yard. It's a built-in pool.
It should still have some kind of baffles that are built. I don't know if you're familiar with what a baffle is. It's designed to do that.
Where it drains off like a sink. Yeah. No, it obviously doesn't have that available feature.
That's probably, my nephew, he owned a house down near Central, in the central part of Phoenix. He had a house right off I think it was 7th Avenue or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They had a natural pool in the backyard. Oh my God. You ever seen one of those?
What kind of pool?
I want one. A natural pool where it looks like a fucking giant pond. Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. I was like, fuck, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Just swimming in that shit all the time.
What's it like? Well,
it's noticeably different in the way they have it set up. But I think the pool system's fed through, I don't know if it's a underground water source or what, but it's not any city water or I think of that nature. I don't believe.
Like a spring almost.
Yeah, almost fed by spring. So they have to tap into something when they build it. You know what I'm saying? They have to tap into some source to get water. Because it's not coming from the city pipes. At least that's what they tell us.
Right.
Yeah, it's a natural pool, boy. A little $5,000 more. Okay.
Well, they can call it natural if they fill it and forget it type shit. Only top it off every so often. But it'll algae out. And it'll have all the same, like it's just water.
Yeah, man. Can you imagine the sun?
He don't live there no more.
Can you imagine a Phoenix Sun bouncing off of the glass behind Papa there?
Oh, probably fucking shattered.
Oh man, that fucking sun hit those mirrored glasses behind you, man.
Everything would be burning on the damn reflection. What's Mo doing?
That's not flying straight overhead lately. Bastard.
I don't know about you, Mo. Do you notice that the sun likes to reflect off of everything?
Yeah, the wall behind me.
Mm-hmm.
It traps all the fucking heat once the sun gets high enough, which is usually about 12 noon. From that till setting, which is 7 to 8 hours, this wall soaks up the sun's heat. So when I come out here, even if the sun's down, I can feel the heat on my back. So that I've been sitting over on the yard behind the small palm tree, and that's a little better, even though I can still feel the heat radiating from this wall.
Yeah.
Another 10 feet away.
Yeah, the Phoenix sun, man, ain't no joke, man. You can sit there and get a heat stroke if you not even doing anything, just sitting there and get a heat stroke.
Yeah, I've been smoking less. More in the morning. Like I'm surprised. I only rolled one joint this morning. This lemon cherry gelato. I'm feeling pretty damn good.
Do you have somebody that's using a oxygen tank in your house or something? Like
no, Dad's gone, and he never actually used it. He never really used it.
What do you mean, Dad's gone? Did he die recently?
Oh yeah, 8 months ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he passed 8 months ago. It was 96, you know, blessed with a long life, but I'm so glad he's not having to live any further in it, you know.
Do you not smoke in your house because you don't want the smell in there or any reason?
Right. And at the time, of course, I was rooming with Dad. I'm not going to smoke around him.
No.
And of course, the oxygen tank was never activated, but it was still within the room. And so we were supposed to have signs up saying, you know, at the front door,
no
be aware, oxygen, oxygen in use. All the workers knew, so
oxygen,
never got it.
It caught on fire on me.
What's that?
I had an oxygen tank fucking catch like the hose
ignited.
The hose fucking caught. Yep, the hose fucking ignited. And it was like a little fuse, you know what I mean?
Right.
I took it and I threw it out in the yard. This was funny, right? I threw the whole thing out in the backyard, and my nephew ran out there and just yanked the hose off of it, and it stopped it like that. But yeah, the hose caught fire.
Damn.
The hose fucking caught fire.
Those are nice jets, nice little planes, man. I'll tell you, but pain in the ass. Have one of those for me. You'll feel it.
When was the last time you flew anywhere?
What?
When was the last time you flew anywhere in a plane?
Like for me, it was like 2013, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was
2015 for me.
2015. That was my second to last plane flight trip was 2015, but last year was my son's funeral. Was last time I flew in the plane.
Oh. Did you bury him here, or where was he at?
St. Louis. He died in St. Louis last year.
Sorry, was he a family man? Was he a family man? Did he have a family of his own?
Yeah, he had one kid.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
sorry to hear that. Wow. Yeah, I'm a believer in that old saying: parents should never outlive their kids.
No.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, it's a tragedy when you have to.
Yeah. Because I've seen how my mom and my younger sister. That took a lot out of my mom.
What was that, 840?
That I lost a nephew young. He was a young, teenager.
Oh,
and it
wow.
was a hard thing for for everyone.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
He was a favorite, wasn't he? Well loved,
No,
thought of
I
a lot.
wouldn't say it like that, but he was, he was loved, but it was hard on
Right.
on the family,
Mhm.
like seeing my brother and sister going through that. Like, it
Right.
was like, it was,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I've
very
seen it.
taken.
I've seen it both. I witnessed my mom and dad going through it for the first time, and then I witnessed myself going through the same thing they went through, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It's different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll change you. That's the thing with that, it'll change you.
hmm
But one thing we all know, if you're a believer at all, we inherited that. We all have to go through it.
hmm Exactly.
Hey, come here.
Man, I started a show last night. It's called The House of David, and it's like a biblical depiction type thing of
hmm
David in Israel. And
Right.
it's pretty cool. I only got to the second episode of it, but so far it's a good one. But,
This is the same David who killed Goliath,
yeah,
and the same David who survived the pits that his brother threw him in. Or no, was that David? Was that
that's a
Joshua?
different. That was a different. That was what was his name? In Bedigo or in how come I can think of his name right now? Oh man.
I think it was a generation before David or after. Had to be before. Because all the brothers were, what do you call it? Trusted, beloved. And the
Yeah.
lowest one was the shepherd.
Oh man, Mo, you would like this series. Like I said, I'm only on the second episode, but they're like an hour long. But man, that first one, it really hooked me in because I'm familiar with the story. I don't know the story in and out. I'm sure there'll be different depictions of it, but so far it's really good. It's really good.
Cool. Found a half a joint out here the other day, and I'm looking now. I didn't roll a second one. Anyhow.
No,
Time to do just that.
cheers, Yanni. I hope you enjoyed your ice cream. We're thinking about going to the zoo today, taking the kids.
Denver
Have a
Zoo's
nice
supposed to have a big zoo.
Dude, I really enjoy the Denver Zoo. I've been there multiple times. It's very enjoyable, but they say one of the best zoos in the nation is the one in Springs, in Colorado Springs. It's the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo.
Cool.
Yeah, they say that's one of the best in the nation. That's not where we're going, but yeah, I would love to go there. But it's a lot of it's all up and downhill there because you're literally on a mountain. Yeah.
Where's Colorado Springs in regards to where you're at?
No, probably about a half hour away.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like if I go up on the hill right here, I can see Springs with some binoculars. Like
So
you know what I mean?
kind of like mostly a highway drive over there.
Yeah, it's actually just it's one highway from here to there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a quick shot.
Nice. So that's like second best, you said, in the nation? For
Yeah, I believe it's the second or third best in the nation.
that's nice. What's the number one zoo in the nation? You
I
know,
want to say it was New York, if I remember.
Bronx Zoo, like the Bronx Zoo.
I'm gonna look it up.
United States.
San Diego Zoo is the most visited animal park in the U.S.
It's also one of the oldest zoos in the United States, with its official ribbon cutting ceremony held in 1916.
San Diego Zoo, one of the
San Diego.
oldest in the United States, and one of the most visited zoos.
But was the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo ranked on the? Did you?
I didn't know that about San Diego. Shit, I was living there. I should have fucking visited the place while I was living there. Never bothered. I've been to the Manila Zoo over in Manila, Philippines. That was
Oh,
weird.
that's fucking dope. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I got photos. I got photos of that zoo from back then.
From the San Diego Zoo?
From the Philippine Manila Zoo in the Philippines.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So it's only 140 acres. That's crazy.
I was taking a
Where,
photo
San
and
Diego?
the damn lion started taking a dump. Right when I was filming them or taking a photo, it decides to take a dump.
That's too funny.
He's like, I'll take it. Here's one for your photo.
Here's your picture.
Try this out.
Yeah, we were all kids when we went to the San Diego Zoo as well. I think I was about 9 or 10.
Oh, so you got to go there then.
Yeah.
So do you remember it being pretty big or pretty
Yeah,
interesting?
it was awesome. Yeah, and we had even pictures from it, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So all of us around that, I think there was the monument to a gorilla.
Oh, yeah. I think just about every zoo has that.
Yeah.
Like
And then,
big old statue of a gorilla out front.
Oh, I bet.
I think the birdhouses were the most unique and enjoyable because we were, right in the same environment with them. They were, able to either land near you.
Over in the
Cool.
like the botanical side of the zoo. Yeah.
Yep.
You got
I think my mom liked that more too.
big gigantic bird cage. It's like a giant dome, screened in dome.
Yeah, they have this this thing in Denver. It's called the Botanical Gardens.
Yeah.
And they're like giant geodesic domes. They're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. And
All
then we
sorts
have the
of
butterfly
birds.
pavilions.
Yeah, the same way. Yeah.
I don't recall us visiting the Denver Zoo when we were there, but yeah, we went to this one zoo. I think I was in the 5th grade. It was in Roswell, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
It was a small friggin' zoo. I mean, small. And about the only real major attraction was the lion den. So everybody was around the lion den watching them mate.
Damn. In St. Louis, they have a train that goes around the whole zoo, like a miniature train that people ride. And this thing goes around the whole zoo and lets you off at different stops, and you can get back on the train. That way, you don't have to walk as far. Take the train from area to area.
Yeah, we went to places like Knott's Berry Farm, Magic Mountain, all those places when we were kids. Dad was smart. He took us to Disneyland.
Oh, you were lucky. My biggest adventure back then was as far as amusement parks was Six Flags.
Wow,
That was the biggest one, but we did have a couple of amusement parks in the area that over the years they got torn down.
I grew up downtown Denver. So I had access to Elitch's, Six Flags, all that shit was right near us.
Mm-hmm. I'd go to
We were
Six
lucky.
Flags every summer because especially when I had kids, around
Yeah.
raising my kids, I'd get season passes and take me and the kids every summer. I think we had summer season passes, and then we'd go a few times a summer. Maybe go in October for the Halloween thing.
Oh yeah.
That was back when everything was fairly cheap still. It wasn't too bad.
That was when a buck was still worth a buck.
Yeah, I don't know what the prices are in the Six Flags and places like that. Fuck, I used to go eat too. Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
What's the price? What's the prices like in Disney World? Because I haven't been there since the 80s.
Disney, oh my God! That's outrageous. $80 just to get on a ride. I don't know. I know I paid a lot of money.
Yeah, that sounds pretty steep. I used to go almost every weekend when I lived in Florida back in the 80s.
Yeah,
it was
big
like
difference in price.
1980 actually. I used to go every other weekend to Disney World. I only lived like probably 45 minutes from Disney World. Get buzzed out on the way down 95. Smoking weed on the way there. Then get in those rental cars that you can rent out, those little mini Hummers. They had those little mini Hummers. People ride around the streets.
Yeah.
Renting out one of those little mini Hummer cars. They're kind of like go-karts in a way, a little bit taller.
Talking about
in Orlando.
So they're saying the best deal you can get at Disney is a 3-day park pass, and that gives you access to the different parks. But that's usually starting out at $270
for a 3-day pass.
Yeah, so a 1-day pass means on an off day for about $90.
Okay,
$89. But that's only to one. But that's only to let's see,
one attraction,
one park. Yeah,
one park,
and it is subject to certain restrictions. Mm-hmm. So it's like what I mean. You get that deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So you might as well. So they forced you to buy the 3-day pass, basically, almost.
Yeah, the 3-day pack. You get Walt Disney. You get Epcot, Hollywood Studios, the Animal Kingdom, all of them. You get all of them with that one.
Cool.
So you can bounce around the different parks with that pass. So yeah, they force you into doing that. Right. But you got to think, like let's say me, if I were to go, let's say I take 5 of my kids and me and my wife.
That's over 1,500.
Yeah, that's
It's over 1,500.
Yeah, just to get in the parks, you know what I mean?
And you got to pay for parking and.
That's not a family bundle.
I wonder how much is parking, by the way. Do you know?
Oh man, I don't know. I can look it up real quick.
Probably $50.
So the passes are individual. They don't have family passes.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. I'm sure you can put together one of those things that they do.
Did you have to worry about parking, Papa, when you went to Orlando?
No, I had a handicap plate.
Okay.
So I parked up front.
Yeah.
Right up front. That's where you belong, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. Even
He
then,
said
it was
thank
kind of
you.
hot. You know, depending if it's a real hot day, that place is jamming.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Plus,
Isn't that crazy?
plus it's humid too down there.
Oh yeah, constantly.
Went to the
Mhm.
Six Flags in Texas. Holy fuck! Of all places, you know, it's just as hot as here almost.
Wow.
And that fucking place was packed. I'm thinking, this is nuts.
hmm Especially as hot as it is. I'd be hanging out
Real hot.
at the water park.
Oh, I was finding shade everywhere I could.
I bet. Shit out here, people are, I mean, shade is very scarce in Arizona. It's like people would buy shade. Hey, you got any shade for
Oh, yeah.
sale? Hey, man,
That's
I
why
got
it's funny.
shade. I should stand out on a street corner in Phoenix, shade for sale. Shade for sale.
And you know what you're selling?
I bet you I
One of
get a
those
lot of
shades.
laughs.
Hey, you're wearing a shade hat at the same time promoting it.
Yeah. Shade for sale.
So check
Oh,
this out, Mark.
It's not far from the truth either.
I was looking up how much a vacation like that would cost to go to Disney World and do that. They're saying for a family of 4, it ranges between $5,000 and $10,000.
Whoa!
I was going to say, hey,
They must be talking about like hotel accommodation.
Yeah, that's hotel
all that.
accommodation.
plane ticket.
That's park tickets.
What about
That
plane
is
tickets?
parking. No, that's not including to get there. That's just what it
Oh,
is.
that's bullshit, dude.
I
That's
know.
bullshit. No fucking way.
So here's the key: go by yourself.
Not
They said,
you.
and that's for right. So it says right in here that's for a baseline trip with the potential to exceed 15,000 or more if you want more luxurious experiences.
More
Like,
luxurious experiences.
If
yeah,
you
like
want the
where you
risk,
can do private. Yeah, there's things you can do there. Like, yeah,
Just
crazy.
in case you need a
if you
woman
want
to
the risk, you got to pay for it.
yeah, in case you need a nice looking woman to lick the ice cream off your fingers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And then down here, way at the bottom, it has a thing on how to save money. It's like ways to save money during your.
Ways to save money. Here's one. Here's one. Don't go. Don't show up. That's a good one.
Wow. That is wild. I mean, whoa.
That's expensive. It's no wonder you gotta be rich to go there.
Oh yeah.
Either that or save up for a while. Or hit
So
the lottery real quick.
You know, it's
down
funny you
here it
mentioned
says
that, you know.
if you stay off site, so if you don't stay at any of those hotels and shit like that for a basic 3-day family
Right.
of 4, will
Right.
still cost you around $3,500
It's not
for a 3-day.
not too. I don't know. Not too bad, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It still seems steep though.
It seems ridiculous to me.
Anything above up to 5,000 it might be accessible because you know now the baseline is what 5 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, if I were to go, it'd be like 7 of us that would go.
So your kids are pretty much grown, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they're pretty much grown. But
I mean, well, how old's your youngest?
my youngest is 9, gonna be 9.
Oh shit!
My,
Well, then,
my
yeah,
oldest is
you better start saving up some money there, man, because you got places to take them. You know.
No, we've done shit, but it's like some of this is like that's ridiculous, dude.
I know it is.
To be like, we're going to spend 10 grand right now. You know what I mean for 3 days and
well, yeah. I sympathize with you, man, because I'm glad I got my kids to go to amusement parks back when things were fairly cheap. Still,
hey, I was going to mention that
Yeah.
One of
I mean,
the,
I
one
took
of
them
the,
all down to Florida, down to Disney World, and it was fairly cheap back then. In 2002 is when I took
Yeah.
them.
Well, a dollar was still worth $1 then. You know, $1 is only worth fucking 40 cents nowadays. With
Mhm.
all the
yeah,
fucking
back in the 60s, it was amazing because we were visiting parks in Massachusetts on the East Coast
Mhm.
where we lived.
back in,
And
back in the 60s, you could be on a one income fucking family back then. You can't do that no
you
more.
could, yeah, exactly. What was it going to say? Oh, yeah, you guys remember Bozo the Clown?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
the clown.
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
The amusement park in Massachusetts that Dad would take us to, and we went to it several times. That's how cheap it was.
In
It had the
Massachusetts.
Bozo the Clown entrance that cars drove in and out of. That's how you got
Oh wow.
into the park. That was
Wow.
so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
Where in
To this
Massachusetts?
day, oh god, I want to say Amherst, but I'm not positive. It was down near Springfield, where we
Yeah,
lived
yeah.
in Springfield,
Yeah. That sounds
and
about right.
I'm not sure if it's still open, but I heard it was, like one of the ghost, what do they call those ghost parks?
Yeah.
Because when we were there, it had a wooden,
Mm-hmm.
what's that called? Oh shit. The big ride that everybody wants to get on.
Oh, the roller coaster.
A roller coaster, yes. This was a wooden roller coaster, a classic old style. And shortly after we had made our last visit there, they had a major accident where one of those cars went flying off the track and people died.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
I think
That
just
could have
about
been
every
us.
I think just about every state has a park that had that happen.
Yeah, every
I
year.
think
Every year it
it could go
happens.
to.
It's happening
But
in
yeah, that
St.
had
Louis
that
too.
huge Bozo the Clown entrance, and it was like amazing. We always remembered that going and coming,
So you got to drive through his crotch, in other words.
No, his mouth. His mouth.
His mouth.
It was just his head, and his huge clown
Went through
mouth
his
was wide
mouth.
open.
Went through his
Yeah.
mouth and out of his hole, out of his butthole.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Maybe as a kid we were thinking, hey, look at that. We're entering his mouth.
If we're going through his mouth, where are we exiting? So
You
he
go
was
into
laying
the
on
park
was
and
he
it's
laying on his stomach or his back?
you go to the park, you start wandering around, it's all wonder and enjoyment. You say, where the hell's the body? Where's he at?
You're looking for Bozo, huh?
It was funny though. Cause we were still young. That was probably less than.
Well, supposedly in California they got trees you can drive through. Those big ass.
Oh yeah, the redwoods.
The big redwoods and
Yeah, the
They got 'em.
sequoias. What are they called? The sequoias.
sequoia trees or some shit. Real ancient history.
No, my oldest son went there. Him and his buddies. They
Man,
went there 2 years ago.
that's got to seem prehistoric, to see that.
So they had the attraction to the Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Things that make you go,
My one of my nephews took his family from here to Oregon, where his wife's family was from.
Hey,
and they tried to make it. They tried to make it. They moved out into the sticks, into the woods, at a nice place. It was weird. He's like, okay, we're going back to Texas, and he took them back to where he went to college, where A&M is, Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Junction City or Junction, something like that. They moved back there, and that's where they have been ever since. They tried to make it in Oregon, and I think it lasted a year. Or less. It was a year.
Have you heard of TJ said the Timberwolf at Worlds of Fun in Kansas City, Missouri? Have you been there?
Oh wow! No, I never heard of it. That sounds interesting. It was close enough. I should have, but being in Wichita.
Cheers, outlaw. Outlaw.
If I was going anywhere, I was going further north, like up to Minnesota. And
OG
then-
Outlaw in the house.
Cheers,
Hey,
Outlaw.
cheers, OG. Yanni, you still on?
I've heard of Worlds of Fun. I've never been there before, but I've heard of that
He's
place.
listening.
Oh, cool. Worlds of Fun. It sounds like that's a familiar. But like
Yeah.
it's like what do you call when you hear, or if you've never heard of it, the what's that called, the huge mall up in Minnesota,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mall of America. Mall of America. Well,
Worlds of Fun and Mall of America. And you know, from what I understand, the biggest, probably the baddest, best amusement park, probably as far as roller coasters go, if you're a roller coaster fan, up in Ohio, I think it's Sandusky, Ohio. It has Sandusky, Ohio. They have the biggest, baddest roller coasters. I forgot the name of hey Google.
what's the name of the coast? The roller coaster. Now I got that song going through my head. Roller coaster.
Cedar Point.
Roller coaster capital of the world.
Roller coaster capital of the world, Cedar Point, Ohio.
Damn.
Do they name the roller coasters?
Yeah,
Right.
they got some badass rides. That shit that you'd probably be scared to get on. If you've got
There
a
was
bad
one
car.
ride. One ride
Yeah.
I got on it. It was the shape of a hammer. Right? So it had a long, fucking huge arm, and at the end of it was the capsule. Yeah, and on both ends you had
Oh, yeah,
spinning,
the Rocco
spinning
plane.
capsules, and that thing would go fucking.
Man.
I mean, they got that thing that's spinning around and around, and you're going in a centrifugal opposite G-force. Everything in your fucking pockets is flying out.
Uh-huh.
You know, everything. So they clean
and
up.
The person next to you crushing the shit out of you.
Oh, but God forbid somebody gets sick. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell
But that was
no.
exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Vomit went everywhere, and then the next person couldn't hold their cookie.
It gets to a point where you're thinking, I think I've had enough of this ride at this point.
That was the worst ride I ever
You
gone
can turn
on.
this motherfucker off now.
I was counting the seconds, man, thinking, I can make it, and I did. But man, I swear.
I can do it.
He's like, keep it tight now.
There you go. Keep it tight. Go.
Yeah, shit. That's when a piece of broccoli gets stuck in your throat.
My daughter
My
was
God,
talking
yeah.
going on a fucking roller coaster. This was like maybe 7 years ago. Never again.
Oh, Lord.
Oh shit! It's that turn for me, fellas. I gotta fly. It was nice seeing everyone.
All right.
Thanks for
Hey, 40, how you doing, brother?
Have a good one, man.
Oh, yeah.
Peace
Thanks for
out.
popping in.
Yeah, 40.
You doing a live today? Put it
Oh,
in the chat.
yes.
Put
That's
it in
too
the
late.
chat. Yeah, no. If you're doing a live today, put it in the chat.
I'm sure he is, but not anytime soon. He'll probably do one. He's been going early a couple times last few days. And then sometimes not having he'll be doing this, come up on another channel, streaming in the morning. Yeah.
I've heard
I haven't, I haven't seen Juggalo.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a bit either. The Outlaw said the ride called the Mine Chef, where it keeps it glued to the wall. Yeah, I've seen that fight. I don't like.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? They spin you
Yeah,
around.
when the floor drops out, and you're glued to the wall. It's spinning round and round and round and round. Same
Feel you-
effect. Somebody
feel like-
somebody
like you're
pukes
in a-
and the whole fucking ride pukes.
Feel like you're in a giant juicer. You know?
You know where I rode that motherfucker out there in Magic Mountain? I was like, oh God, help me.
And if you puked, it's stuck to the wall beside you.
Oh no, it got the whole fucking the person next to you and the person across all the way across the ride. You saw it come out and go
Yeah.
flat up against everybody else's face was there.
Yeah. Fuck those. Forget those rides, man. Not anything to get people sick on.
When I was looking down as we as a having been on it once before but not having any problems and waiting to get into it again, and all of a sudden you hear about 3 people and you hear the splatter of it as the ride's going on. I'm looking down, I'm going, okay, I don't need to get in that thing again.
That's why I could never be an astronaut. You know how they have to go through the test of spinning around in circles? Screw that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I hate spinning. I don't like the spinning.
Oh, even coming off the ride, you're like just fucking, oh God, hold still.
Yeah.
They're spinning still, you're going, oh God.
Oh yeah, you feel like you're drunk. Even when you're not drunk, you get off one of those rides, and man, you can't even walk straight.
Yeah, try running to the bathroom in that condition.
And then to top it off, if somebody's drinking, oh my God, it's over.
Big
Hey,
time.
gentlemen, I gotta have my medication now. Time to start the chemo.
Hey man, thanks
All
for
right,
having us
Papa.
on, man. I appreciate that. Have a
Thanks for spending some time with me. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day.
yeah, same.
God bless you. Take care. Talk to you later, Mark.
You
Talk
too,
to you
Big
later,
Mo.
Mark.
I'll see you guys soon.
Yes, sir.
See you,
Okay.
chat.
Cheers.
TJ. Bye.